Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Saturday's late edition of the Weekend What? This Weekend What on Saturday is being brought to you by Family Heirlooms and Family Talents. Here's what I'd like to share. So in my life, I have a grandmother, and I've told you from Canada, who used to knit all the time. And I would watch my grandmother do that. I wore that on my retro day, one of her sweaters. And my mom learned how to knit. And during this time, you kind of find some old talents and maybe some new talents and some new skills. So my mother has been knitting this gorgeous, I stole this from her to show you, this gorgeous scarf. Check it out. It's beautiful. And on this side, it's got like this gorgeous cable knit. So I'm excited. Maybe it's for me, maybe not. Anyway, I've never really learned how to knit. And it's something that my grandmother did, and it was special to her and my mom and everything like that. So I figured over spring break, why don't I learn a new talent? Now, I've tried knitting before. It's hard. Mrs. Cohen, who's an 8th grade teacher in Alpha, she can knit unbelievably beautiful things. So I thought to myself, why don't I try something else? So I have taught myself how to, with my mom's yarn, and this handy dandy little thing, which is a crochet hook. So I went to YouTube and I taught myself how to crochet. Now, I started with this. This is my mini scarf. So hers was beautiful, and here's mine. And if you can tell, right down here, I'm doing this one-handed, it's not so even because I added some stitches. But that's what happens when you're a beginner. So it's a little wobbly. Maybe I can make it into like an ear warmer, a headband or something like that. I don't know. But I think it's cute. And I was just kind of testing out the stitches. And I was following this young girl. She's like your age. And she puts out these YouTube videos on how to crochet. So then I saw something pretty fancy called a granny square or like a sunburst square. So I figured, all right, let's try it. So my mom happened to have some Viking colors, which was awesome. So I figured, I miss school so much and I miss all my students so much and all of everybody at Crossroads so much. Why don't I try some of these Viking colors? So here's what I did. Here's my first attempt. My first attempt is here. Don't laugh at me. It's a little wonky. There's some funny spots here and I don't know, it's not quite square. But I was like, wait, I could do this. And as with anything, you keep on trying. So then I tried with the center again, and it looks pretty. This one looks really cool. Too many stitches. So it's not going to even out. I tried to make a square out of it, and I ran out of space. So that's failed attempt number 2. All right, I got a little bit further on this one. Again, looks really pretty. I think I'm going to give it to my family as a coaster because my kids like to put their drinks on things they shouldn't. But anyways, it looks pretty. Again, too many stitches. So I wasn't counting properly. But then I kind of got the knack of it and I made this square, which I know has the little ends poking out, but not bad for a beginner, right? I have to sew in my ends and it's a sunburst and it is geometrically appropriate and the right number of stitches. And then I thought, I could make the inverse with the gold version. And then I started thinking about, maybe I could make like something bigger and stitch these together. So I'm working on some crafts for you guys. So far I have made a bunch of the rounds in the middle because it's pretty complicated to hold on to the whole pattern in your head. So I'm starting with the pattern I know. Like I know what this is and I know how to do the inner circle and then I know how to now do this puff stitch out here. So I've done a bunch of those and I've done a bunch of the inverted ones, the black and the gold. So hopefully tonight I will add on some more squares and make something Crossroads-y for you guys. But here's my message on this. Check out YouTube and learn a new talent. If you're interested in crocheting, I could do a crochet video for you once I get a little bit better. But you can order these things. It does take some time right now. You can order these things, be safe. It's yarn, which is, I think like this thing of yarn was maybe $1.99 and a crochet hook. And go ahead and ask your family, what talents do you have? Because you might learn some things. So share below if you'd like to share some of the talents that you have. I'm going to continue working on this, and let's see what we can do. I also am interested in making some like other things, and if you like them, I will share them with you. And maybe if you like them, I will give one to you if you're interested. Let's see what I can come up with. All right. Find out a new talent, share what you have, and I hope you have a wonderful night, Crossroads. We will come back tomorrow, and tomorrow's Weekend What is going to be a game of 2 truths and a lie. We'll see what goes on. All right. Have a great night. Bye.